So as the title of the video states, these are my top 5 ideas for Choose Your Own Adventure entertainment. So as it stands right now, Choose Your Own Adventure entertainment has been around for decades. You had Choose Your Own Adventure books. The earliest of video games could be considered Choose Your Own Adventure games. But if you look at today's video games, games like Until Dawn, that is a Choose Your Own Adventure game. Of course, you had VCR games back in the 80s, which were kind of Choose Your Own Adventure. Then you had DVD games in the early 2000s, I believe. Maybe before that even, but what I remember is from the early 2000s, and those were kind of Choose Your Own Adventure games. But now we have Netflix in on the scene of the Choose Your Own Adventure style of entertainment with, originally they had Bandersnatch at the end of 2018. I enjoyed Bandersnatch. I don't think it has a lot of replayability, but I did enjoy it. Now, at the time of filming this video, it is early April of 2019. And next week, April 10th to be specific, we're going to see another Netflix Choose Your Own Adventure style entertainment with You vs. Wild, a Bear Grylls adventure. Basically, you are going to guide Bear Grylls on Netflix through an adventure and try and keep him alive. So I think that's pretty interesting. And that kind of spurred me on to think of what would be good ideas for the future of the Choose Your Own Adventure genre. So coming in at number 5 is Make All Choices Matter. Now, just as a warning, there are going to be some minor spoilers for Bandersnatch in this video. So if you don't want any spoilers, go watch Bandersnatch and then come back and watch this video. But for everybody else, or if you don't care about spoilers, I think all choices should matter, because one of the first choices you make in Bandersnatch is what cereal do you want? Do you want one junk cereal or another junk cereal? I don't remember the names of the cereals, but basically you could choose what cereal you ate that morning, and the only impact that it would have is later on in the movie or experience, whatever you want to call it, later on you would see the commercial of the cereal that you chose. I think it's maybe their idea, number one, logistically filming all the different permutations of a Choose Your Own Adventure video can get probably overwhelming, so they just kind of wanted to make it a very simple choice. But I think it would have been a better choice if you chose a junk cereal versus a healthy cereal. Choosing a healthy cereal might have made you been able to program the game a little bit better, because again, spoiler here, the main character in Bandersnatch is programming a video game. And so if he ate a more healthy cereal, maybe it would have helped him have a clearer mind and have different choices toward the end, as opposed to just seeing a commercial. So again, I'm not taking the logistics into account here. I'm just coming up with ideas, what would be really good ideas for Choose Your Own Adventure style entertainment. So in Bandersnatch, you basically had 5 bad endings. They were all bad on some level. Some were really bad, some were just minorly bad. Even the one that is the happiest ending is not a real happy ending. And that's kind of indicative of what Black Mirror, the series that it came from, is. It's sort of a dark take on things, and I can appreciate that. But this is for the Choose Your Own Adventure style in general. I would like to see good endings, bad endings, and kind of like mediocre endings where, things might have not worked out because you didn't make the right decisions. So I would like clear good endings, clear bad endings, and something in between, as opposed to just kind of all bad or all good. Apparently the Bear Grylls, from what I gather, I don't know until I actually see it, but from what I'm gathering, you're going to be getting either a scenario where you save Bear Grylls and he can go on to the next scenario, or you kill him off or hurt him where he can't continue any further. So I think it's just going to be strictly good or bad. And of course, each one of these kind of movies or series, however they're going to do it, is going to be different. But for me, I would like clear good endings, bad endings, and kind of like in the middle endings. So from here on out, we've got ideas that are going to break the fourth wall, meaning kind of just like take the experience you're watching and bring it into your actual life. So coming in at number 3, the idea I would like is to tie in this experience with your social media. So this would have to start at the administrative level of your Netflix account. And we're just using Netflix here. It could be Amazon down the line or whatever streaming service, but we'll just say Netflix as an example because they're the ones coming out with these choose your own adventure style things that you can watch. So at the administrative level on your Netflix account, you would integrate one of your social medias or multiple social medias, your Twitter, your Facebook, your what have you. And that would lock it in. Then as you're watching your choose your own adventure experience and making choices, you would actually get people in your social circle what choices they made. So when you're presented with a choice, when you're watching this movie or whatever you're watching, this choose your own adventure entertainment, you would be presented with, your two choices, and then it would also give you a percentage of your social media circle of who made what choices. It wouldn't give out names, but it would be, 60% made this choice, 40% made this choice. That would be interesting because it would integrate your circle of friends in it. It would be another level added onto there, and it would also add kind of peer pressure. Do you want to go with the crowd? Do you want to go against the crowd? I think it would be a real interesting dimension added to these experiences. So coming in at number 2 would be to integrate email into these adventures that you watch, these choose your own adventures. So this would again have to be done on the administrative level where Netflix already has your email address, but you'd have to give them permission to send you email so we don't get into spam realm here. And of course, there are ways that you can make sure that you're not sending spam to other people. So if you do enter in an email address, you'd have to have a verification that it is your email address so Netflix doesn't get into legal problems of sending people spam. But what the main idea on this is, if you're presented with a choice in one of these choose your own adventures, you could have an email sent to you with a clue or a code or an answer to something where you're maybe talking on the phone with somebody in this adventure. I'm just, pulling a scenario out of the sky here. You're talking on the phone with somebody and you're like, please email that to me. And the email actually comes to your actual email account. And you can look it up and it will help you make your next choice in the adventure. And the number 1 idea that I have is similar to the number 2 idea and kind of similar to the number 3 idea, but it's different in that you would give Netflix your phone number. Now, I don't remember if Netflix actually has my phone number, but again, this would have to be something you do on an administrative level where you give them your phone number and you say, yes, you can give me a call. And it would be similar to the email idea where you're watching this interactive choose your own adventure entertainment and you have one of the characters from the show that you're watching call you. Now, of course, on the back end, this would be a Robo Call, so it would not be a conversation when you actually pick up your cell phone or your home phone if you still have one of those. The character would be calling you. It would be a Robo Call. It would be a very short conversation, and they would say, hey, this is the clue, this is the thing you need to make the right decision, or hey, this is the dilemma I have. So it would just add another layer of immersion to these choose your own adventure style games, which are already more immersive than just watching something passively on TV. I think it's one of those ideas that's very small and it does have a cost involved with it because Netflix would actually have to set up some sort of service that would call you on demand with this recording. But it can't be too much of an expense. And I think it's such an original idea that it would actually make things, there'd be a huge buzz around whatever this entertainment was that you were watching, that not only would email you, that not only would have, your social media decisions, what your friends have made in the same situation, but in this case would actually call you and help you make your next decision in this game, this interactive choose your own adventure entertainment. I think it would be great. My sister, I got this idea from my sister, this number 1 idea from her. She thought it would be creepy. I thought it would be cool. So there you go. Those are my top 5 ideas for the next level of choose your own adventure, or even, just some of the things that they could implement now, which would make it that much more cool. So that's going to do it for this video. Again, like I said before, this kind of video, this kind of style of video, it's not going to happen all the time, but it does stimulate my brain, and I will do them time to time. And I do challenge you to make your own top fives, whether you make your own video on it or whether you just comment down below with your personal top 5 ideas, or if you just want to comment on one of my ideas. If you have any questions or comments, you know where to go. Just post them down below. If you like what you see on this channel, please subscribe. And of course, you can hit that bell, that notification bell that will tell you when I do post new videos. If you want to help out my channel, you can share this video, you can thumbs up this video, you can join my Patreon. All of those things are greatly appreciated. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.